What is up, everyone? We are going live shortly for the summer series Real Trivia Face-Off Tournament Round 1 matchup. Today we have John the Parasite Petrovich versus the Kaleidoscope Kayl Arthur. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Real Trivia Face Off. This is the summer tournament, and we're just getting started. Today, I'm joined by none other than the former champion, Matt Total Carnage Carnahan. Matt, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, and yeah, this is going to be an exciting matchup here in the first round of the tournament. Before I go further on with my banter, real quick, forgive me if there's some background noises. I have some people over, so hopefully, guys, forgive me for that. But aside from that, this match today is just going to be a great one. We already saw the two-plane match that's happened recently, in which Owen defeated Trev, as well as Steven defeating Miriam, and Steven's going to be facing you soon enough, Matt. But yeah, after that out of the way, we finally get to the first official round 1 matchup here in the tournament, and it is between John the Parasite Petrovich versus the Kaleidoscope Kayl Arthur. What did you think of this matchup?
I think it's a really wild matchup. I think they have super different strengths. I'd imagine people will probably go into this thinking Kayl is the underdog, but honestly, if she gets her strengths, she might surprise everyone, including John.
Yeah, I think the biggest conversation about this match is that these two have very not diverse, like they have very differing strengths and like preference in their movie taste and everything. So who knows which way the questions is gonna land? Maybe it's not gonna favor any of them, and it will be a very low scoring game. Maybe it's gonna favor both of them, and it's gonna be very high scoring, or maybe it's gonna be one sided to one of the two. It's going to be I think it's going to be a very split match, and it's going to be interesting whichever ends up on top there, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, we already know the bracket here. They are in the right bottom half on the right side. The winner of this match is going to be facing the winner of Sasha Nixon or Cameron Patterson. So yeah, this tournament is off and running. It's going to be a fantastic tournament, hopefully, throughout the whole summer long. They know what they're playing for. If they win, they get to play once again. If they lost, then they're pretty much done for this summer tournament at least. So I'm pretty sure they do want that win to be able to play again.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. So without any further ado, let's just go to our competitors and see what they have to say about this match and about their competitors, about their opponents. Starting with the Kaleidoscope herself, Kayl Arthur.
Hello.
So how are you feeling about this match?
I'm kind of on the same page as you. I think this match can go many ways because me and John are very different when it comes to our movie taste. And I think it's either going to be really great or it's going to be very, very tough. I don't think there's going to be an in-between.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, Kayl, she's iterating what we said. I think she agrees with us. And yeah, you have anything to say? You're just smiling here. I don't know what you're trying to do.
No, I just think it's funny. A lot of people say it's either going to be like really close or like no in between. I think someone says that like every match. It's kind of interesting.
It is true. Let's see if John says the same thing or he's going to defer something entirely. So yeah, let's throw it to John Petrovich.
Hello, I'm back. It's been a second. I'm just excited to play some more trivia. The goal here isn't necessarily to win. It's just to do better than 3 points like last time. So thanks for writing and producing the set, Matt and Alberts. Kayl, good luck. Let's do it.
All right. So yeah, there is really no trash talk going around this time.
Low energy competitors.
Last time we saw John, he was trash talking Andrew, but it didn't turn out in his favor, so maybe that's why he's dialing it back a little bit. Maybe he's saving it for the in-game stuff.
Yeah.
All right then. So let's just get to it. Let's just throw it. I just get to the player introductions right away. So, introducing first, with a record of 1 win, 1 defeat. She is currently the 12th ranked competitor, the Kaleidoscope, Kayl Arthur. There you go. She got the saber right there. And I set her rank correctly. She's currently ranked 11, not 12. But yeah, that is the Kaleidoscope Kayl Arthur right there.
I think she's practicing.
Yeah.
All right, let me just stop that. And her opponent, with a record of 3 wins, 3 defeats,
I think it's time to blow
1
this.
technical knockout. He is the 6th ranked competitor,
Okay, 3, 2,
John
1,
the
it's chance.
Parasite Petrovich. All right. As both competitors seem ready here to get started, we got a lot of people chiming in the live chat. Let's see what they're saying before we get started. Some people just say, "Oh no, it's Matt," so I don't think they like you, Matt. Excited for this match. Hi guys. Woo. Hi. Yep. So yeah, I believe Kate is in your room, Kale. Is that correct right now?
Yes, she
Hopefully,
is.
hopefully Kate's not giving away answers. We'll see.
I promise.
Albert is having a party and we are invited. There are people having a party in my living room. I am doing the hosting temporarily. I'll join them after this. But yeah, people are having fun in the chat. Let's see what this match is going to be. So, you guys have anything to say before we get started to round 1?
Good luck, John. I think this will be a fun match.
Good luck.
Thank-
Looking forward to it.
All right. So yeah, let's see the rules for round number 1. We will have 8 questions in 8 random categories given to both competitors. The competitors will have 15 seconds to write their answer, and you have to say your answer out loud as well as you reveal them when the timer runs out. You will have one. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If you get all the questions right, you'll have 1 bonus question asked to you only, and you have 3 repeats that you can use for the entirety of the game. You can ask it to stall for more time, or if you need to hear the question again, do that however you need to. And you have a challenge if you think the question is worded poorly or the incorrect answer is given. Feel free to challenge that, and the judges will try to confer about that. As well as if you need a technical repeat with audio issues or like the internet cutting off, just let us know, and we'll give you a free audio repeat. Any questions before you go to round number 1?
All right, let's do it.
Nope. Kayl, you ready?
3 points. 3
Yeah.
points. That's all.
Okay, so Matt, why don't you go ahead and ask the odd number question, starting with question number 1 for round 1.
First question in the category, in the category of animated. The song "You'll Be in My Heart" won Best Original Song for which animated film?
Oh, shoot.
By the way, Matt, if it's possible, put the mic a little bit closer to your mouth.
Yeah.
It was kind of low.
Did you guys catch that?
Not all of it.
Okay.
You mind getting
do
a technical repeat?
In the category of animated, the song "You'll Be in My Heart" won Best Original Song for which animated film?
Yeah. A lot of films, now that I know, well, animated films primarily, they really rely heavily on music, like more than regular films.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We'll start with John.
I didn't know, so I just guessed Coco.
Okay.
I don't think that's it.
Okay. Kale.
Tarzan.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good start.
1 point lead for
My
Kayl.
favorite soundtracks. She just called it.
Haven't actually seen it, so
Oh, it's really good.
yeah.
Question number 2, category of horror/thriller. Rosamund Pike and Ben Affleck starred in this 2014 David Fincher psychological thriller. Looking for the title of the film. So yeah.
I still have not seen this movie.
I have not either, but I've heard some interesting stuff about it. And answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, starting with Kale.
Exorcist 2.
That is incorrect. And John,
Gone Girl.
tie it up. Gone Girl, he got that right. So tying it up with Kale.
Horror?
2-1.
It's a thriller. You know, consider that horror. I know that movie. I've read the book. The book is
The Zuzu.
Yeah.
Okay.
The category is horror/thriller, so it can be either one. Either one.
Okay, question number 3 in round 1 in the category of comedies. In 50 First Dates, what does Adam Sandler's character want to study in Alaska?
You know, this is an interesting question because there is not a lot of stuff that you can study in Alaska. I wonder what the competitors, if they know it or if they are going to come up with something with a guess, you know?
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Starting with John.
Yeah, I didn't know that either, so I just said glaciology. That's not.
That is
Right.
incorrect.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kale, did you have anything? Whales is also incorrect. We were looking for walrus or walrus.
First I thought penguins, and I was like, wait, there's no penguins in there.
All right. Okay, so we're missing that. Question number 4, category of fantasy/sci-fi. Who plays as Dark Helmet in Spaceballs? The spoof film Spaceballs right here.
Don't do this to me. Fucking hell.
You know, I just found out that there is a character named Barf in this film. I didn't know that till the other day. 5, 4,
No.
3, 2. You need a repeat? No. 1.
Repeat. Yeah.
Hands up. All right. I guess. Yeah. All right. So the repeat. First one for John. In fantasy/sci-fi, who plays as Dark Helmet in Spaceballs? That was John's first repeat, right there. It looks like he have it. We just need to pull it.
I always hate having to use a repeat in round 1.
5,
Thanks.
4. Hey, if you can pull it. 3,
Yeah, it's worth it.
2, 1. Let's see if
Repeat.
he gets it. Oh, he's using 2 repeats already in round 1. All right. So he have 1 repeat left for the entirety of the game. And the question is, who plays as Dark Helmet in Spaceballs?
I mean, I'm just a vain person. I just want to get this one. If I
I
get
always
this one,
hate
I'll be
using
fine.
2 repeats in round 1.
Especially if he, let's see if he gets it. And 5.
Oh, fucking
4,
hell! I'm an idiot.
three,
Oh, sorry. I can't swear on this,
2,
can I?
1. All good. Pens down. Starting with John.
Yeah, it's Rick Moranis.
That is correct. After the 2 repeats,
Yeah.
it pays off. And do Kale know it?
No, but I put Hayden Christensen.
Not a bad guess. Wow.
I
So,
put him.
John using 2 repeats to pull that Rick Moranis. Is it gonna pay off in the long run? We will see as we moved on to question number 5. And what does it matter?
Okay. Question number 5 in the category of dramas. Russell Crowe plays a character by the name of Bud White in what 1990s crime drama?
You know, I don't think I know anyone by the name of Bud in real life, like their first name. Maybe there's a 90s.
Yeah,
thing, I don't
I
know.
don't think I do either. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down starting with Kale.
Put Bad Boys. I don't know.
John?
Then I haven't.
Nothing? Okay. Bad Boys is incorrect. We were looking for LA Confidential.
Really
Never
confidential.
seen it.
It's been on my watch list for a while. I should get around to that.
All right, so both of them missing that, and we moved on to question number 6, category of directors. And your question is, who directed Almost Famous? Matt, have you ever been almost famous for anything in your life?
Probably, but I wouldn't know it.
That's a very smart answer, actually. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, starting with John.
Then I have it. Sophia Coppola.
That is incorrect. And Kale?
Kenny Ortega.
That is also incorrect. Would have been interesting though. The answer was Cameron Crowe. Cameron Crowe.
We're doing
Kale
great.
almost got it. It was pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 7 in the category of action adventure. How many times has Harrison Ford played Jack Ryan?
One of those how many times type questions, you know. Sometimes some
Yeah.
people really like it, some people hate it because you have to count.
I'll give you 20 seconds for this one.
That's fair.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Starting with Kale
3.
and John.
2.
2 is correct. So John takes 1 point.
1 point lead over Kale. All right, and current score update is 3-1 as we go to the last question in round number 1, the 8th question in the category of classics. These are films from the 60s and before. So here's your question. Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon starred in which 1959 romantic comedy? Again, I have not seen this film, but several people keep on saying, you gotta watch it. I feel like you're gonna like it. I'm like, sure, I'll watch. I'll put it in my watch list. I'll get to it eventually. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, starting with John.
Well, nobody's perfect. I think it's Some Like It Hot.
And Kale?
I didn't put anything.
Some Like It Hot is correct. All right. So at the end of round number 1, we have a current score of John with 4 points and Kale with 1. Kind of in a deficit right there for Kale, but round 2 is still here and we still have round 3, so there is a lot of time to catch up and everything. What do you think of the first round, Matt?
Yeah, definitely generally overall low scoring round 1 compared to a lot of other round 1s. But 3-point deficit is something you can still come back from in the other rounds, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah, definitely. And as we move on to round 2, why don't you read us the rule for round number 2 as I prep the wheel for us?
Okay, so in round number 2, each of you will spin the wheel of categories. If you don't like the category you spin, you can respin it once, unless the wheel lands on opponent's choice, in which case you will be given whatever your opponent decides they want to give you. You'll get 4 questions in the chosen category, or in which case, if you get an opponent's choice, whatever category you're given, if you get the question right, there was 2 points. If you request multiple choice, the value drops down to 1 point. Your opponent may steal if you give an incorrect answer. And currently, repeats and challenges is still in effect. John has 1 repeat left, and Kale has all 3 left.
All right, you guys have any questions before as we go to round number 2? Nope. Okay, so yeah. So these are the categories for today. We have movie quotes, Wizarding World, Keanu Reeves, Tim Burton, A24 films, Star Wars, Quentin Tarantino, Spy, Star Trek, and music/musicals. John, since you're currently in the lead with a score of 4-1, would you like to spin first, or would you like to defer to Kale?
I'll defer.
You'll defer
I
to
think.
Kale? All right then. So Kale, here will be your first spin.
No, she's looking for Star Wars or musicals.
Quentin Tarantino. Do you want to take it?
That's like the third time you spun that, isn't it?
It is.
And it lands on 824.
Oh.
What is
All
that?
right. So it's one of our newer categories based on films, based on the A24 film studio. So Matt, why don't you ask the question to Kale?
I don't know what that is. What category is it?
Okay. Kale, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Your category is A24 movies. So your first question. In Lady Bird, Saoirse Ronan's character goes by the nickname Lady Bird, but what is her actual first name?
Multiple choice.
Okay. Your answers are A, Lori, B, Sarah, C, Christine, or D, Julianne.
Can I repeat the choices?
A. Lori, B. Sarah, C. Christine, or D. Julianne.
C. Christine.
That is correct for 1 point.
Correct for 1 point.
I knew that one as well.
All right.
Okay. Question number 2 in the category of A24 movies. Which A24 film stars Cillian Murphy, Armie Hammer, and Brie Larson?
Multiple choice.
Okay. Your answers are A. Room, B. The End of the Tour, C. Backstabbing for Beginners, or D. Free Fire.
A.
You said A.
Mhm.
That is incorrect. John for the steal.
Free Fire.
That is correct for 1 point steal.
1 point steal right there. Okay.
Okay. Question number 3 for Kayl. Who directed the horror film It Comes at Night?
Multiple choice.
Okay. Your answers are A. Trey Edward Schultz, B. David Robert Mitchell, C. David Lowery, or D. Paul Schrader. Can you say your answer again?
D.
D. Okay. That is incorrect. John for the steal.
Trey Edward Schultz, I think.
Another 1 point steal for John.
All right.
Apparently that movie's terrible. I don't know. Somebody
Never
let me
heard
know.
of it.
It's boring. It's a boring.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically what I've been told.
Kayl,
It's
your
like
final
A24
question.
horror, but like the bad version of it. So
Kayl, your final question in the category of A24 movies. Who played as Manny, the living corpse in Swiss Army Man?
Multiple choice.
Okay. A. Paul Dano, B. Rupert Grint, C. Daniel Radcliffe, or D. Robert Pattinson.
Daniel Radcliffe.
That is correct for 1 point.
well done.
Talked about it with my dad.
All right. So
Yeah, talked
Still
about
haven't
that.
seen that one.
Haven't seen it, but I talked about it with
All
my
right.
dad.
That's a fun debut for that category. I can't wait for.
yeah, that is the
this-
first time we got the A24, I believe. So for this at least, and yeah, in a category that Kayl didn't exactly know what it is, she managed to go multiple choice and managed to narrow it down, limiting the steals to just 2 point steal to John. But yeah, this could be. We'll see what happens here as John goes to his spin.
Can't wait for the second person to land on A24. Get that dank in fabric question.
Yeah, and you'll get a free spin because it lands on A24 again.
Oh, I can't just pick that again.
Nope.
That's all right.
So opponent's choice.
Ugh.
All right, so Kayl,
That's the
you
third
get
time in a
to-
row.
Is it really? Holy shit!
Yes.
What's going on with his opponents?
Or second or third time in a row. Definitely the second.
All right, and yeah, it's okay, John, because you said I'm not supposed to steal. I'm not supposed to swear. I just swear on air, so it's all good. So Kayl, feel free to decide if you need to confirm.
Wizarding World.
Wizarding World.
Yes.
All right, so I'll be asking the questions in Wizarding World.
I have no idea if you're good at
John.
Me neither.
Okay.
So I guess we'll find out together.
So John, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. So first question in Wizarding World. What was the name of the Weasley's owl in Chamber of Secrets?
Oh. Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A. Hermes, B. Pitchwidgeon, C. Harold, D. Errol.
Ooh, that's not what I remembered. Isn't that?
All right. We do need an answer.
Isn't it
5, 4, 3, 2,
C?
1. C.
C.
Okay, hold on. He said C, and C was Harold. That is incorrect. Kayl for the 1 point steal.
Can you repeat the choices?
Yep, I'll give you a free one. A. Hermes, B. Pitchwidgeon, C. Harold, or D. Errol. Okay.
A.
Hermes. That is incorrect. The answer was Errol. Errol was the
I
Weasley.
thought it was Harold.
Nope,
I thought
it's
correct.
Errol. Errol. So
Maybe I just misheard it in the movie. I knew it was like OL or LLD or something. No.
So, yeah,
Can I challenge that? Well, I mean, it would give John the point, but
so you want to challenge that the answer is
no,
Errol?
I don't because
I'll take a free point. Go for it.
I don't want to make my challenge on John, so I'm gonna stay quiet.
Okay, that's smart.
Sure.
'Cause I'm like 100%. That's a smart bet anyway because you would have lost the challenge because the answer is actually Errol, and I've checked this. It is the Weasley's owl.
Yeah, is it?
ERROL. That's that stupid owl that crashed into the wall, into the window of Hogwarts or something. But yeah, question number 2 for John in Wizarding World. How do Harry and his friends get to London to save Sirius Black in the Order of the Phoenix? And we're looking for a specific kind of answer.
How?
Mm-hmm. They go to London.
Yeah. Save Sirius from the end of the movie.
5.
They ride those things, but I can't remember what they're called. Multiple choice.
All right.
Multiple choice.
The multiple choice options are A, fly on brooms, B, using flu powder, C, using a port key, or D, fly on thestrals.
Yeah, the Thestrals. That's what they're called. I'll take D.
All right, that is correct for 1 point.
Yeah.
Question number 3 in Wizarding World. Which Hogwarts house is Cedric Diggory from in Hogwarts?
Cedric Diggory. Robert Pattinson. Twilight. He is from
5, 4. Three.
I'm not sure, so I'll
Two.
just go multiple choice, just so
One.
Kaylee doesn't get 2
Okay.
points. Multiple choice.
A, Gryffindor, B, Ravenclaw, C, Hufflepuff, D, Slytherin.
Yeah, I don't think it's Gryffindor. It's not Slytherin. It's one of the other two. Go Ravenclaw. I don't think that's right.
Incorrect for the 1 point steal, Kale.
Hufflepuff.
AKA the best house out there. I might be biased, but Hufflepuff is correct for 1 point steal.
At least you guys
Sure.
have my search.
Before we move on to the next question, I do want to say that John's strategy, he knows the multiple choice is only going to come down to 4, but he want to limit Kale from the 2 point steal. So that's very smart of him to play right there.
Especially because I know all the answers.
Yeah.
Except Errol.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of how that works.
Okay. All right. So the last question in Wizarding World. What is the name of the location where the mysterious and shady Borgin and Burkes can be found?
Sorry, I
Did I broke up?
kind of. I don't know.
I'll give you.
I think I'm just. Okay,
What is-
thanks. You know,
What is the name of the location where the mysterious and shady Borgin and Burkes can be found?
Matt, what's the score?
The current score is 7-4.
7-4.
Okay, multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Diagon Alley, B, Nocturne Alley, C, Dragon Alley, or D, Zonko's Alley.
I think it's just Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley.
That is
Yeah, I'll just
incorrect.
try that.
Okay.
Really?
That is incorrect. Kale for the 1 point steal.
Okay.
Nocturne Alley.
Nocturne Alley is correct for 1 point.
All right.
So
Down there.
at the end of round number 2, the current score is 7-5. John with 7, Kale with 5. And yeah, Kale getting a category that she didn't know existed until today. And John getting opponent's choice. So both having that rough round 2, but they played it smart for the most part for both of them, going multiple choice, limiting the steals because it is a strength of each other's competitor. And Kale managed to keep it close at the end of round number 2 with 7-5. Only a 2 point difference here as we go to round number 3. And before we do that, I probably accidentally set a fight in the group in the live chat because I said Hufflepuff is the best, and now they're fighting which house is the best in the live chat. So anyway, let's move on. Matt, how does round number 3 work?
Okay. Each of you will pick 3 numbers that will correspond to 3 random categories. And you will get to decide. You'll get to assign which categories get whatever point value: the 2-pointer, the 3-pointer, the 5-pointer, and you'll get 3 questions in total. And there's no stealing and no multiple choice. You're muted.
I am muted indeed. Yes. Any questions before we go to round number 3?
Nope.
No, let's do it. Just
Okay. So
Get her
John,
done.
you're currently in the lead. Please pick 3 numbers between 1 to 20.
1, 10, and 20.
1, 10, and 20. And Kayl, what 3 numbers would you want?
3, 7, and 13.
3, 7, and 13.
I like prime
And,
number.
and yeah, just a reminder to the competitors. Kayl, you still have the 3 repeats and your challenge. And John, you have 1 repeat left and a challenge as well. So let's go to Kayl first. Kayl, pick 3, which corresponds to famous actors and actresses. And the actors and actress category. 7 corresponds to Cameron Diaz. And 13 corresponds to Jennifer Lawrence. So Kayl basically picking the actor categories there. So yeah,
Okay.
we'll let you decide which one you want: actors, actresses, Cameron Diaz, and Jennifer Lawrence. As we reveal the ones for John first, so we'll give you time to decide on that. John, you pick 1, 10, and 20. 1 corresponds to scores and soundtracks. 10 corresponds to thrillers, and 20 corresponds to Will Smith. So okay, let's go to Kayl first. How would you like to arrange your question difficulty?
Well, I know Jennifer Lawrence will be the hard one.
That's gonna be your 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not for the other 2. Cameron Diaz for the easy.
For the 2-pointer. Okay.
Yeah. And we'll do the famous actors and actresses for the cover 3.
All right, sounds good. And John, how would you like to arrange your question difficulty?
We'll do scores and soundtracks for 5 points, thrillers for 3, and then the Fresh Prince for 2.
Fresh Prince for 2. All right. So once again, current score is 7 to 5. Kayl, if Kayl gets this 2, then we'll throw it back to John to answer his 2.
Cool.
So I'm gonna ask the questions to Kayl since you asked it earlier, Matt. If that's okay.
Yep.
All right. So Kayl, you pick for your 2-pointer is Cameron Diaz. So here's your 2-pointer for Cameron Diaz. Name one of the 2 films in which Cameron Diaz and Tom Cruise co-starred together. And you do have 3 repeats if you need that. All right. We need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, using the repeat there. Name one of the 2 films in which Cameron Diaz and Tom Cruise co-starred together. That is her first repeat. She have 2 more left.
I don't know. My Sister's Keeper.
That is incorrect. The answer that we would have taken was either Night and Day or Vanilla Sky. Night and Day or Vanilla Sky. Okay, so Kayl missing the 2. As we moved on to her 3-pointer in actors and actresses. And here, where is it? If I can find it. Okay, there it is. Famous actors and actresses for 3 points. Kayl, are you ready for your question?
Yep.
I'll assume that is a yes. Okay, so your question is, which actress has appeared in the following films? The Circle, The Tale of Desperado, and The Bling Ring.
Selena Gomez.
That is incorrect. The answer that we're looking for was Emma Watson.
I haven't seen any of those, so.
Okay. So yeah, with that, Miss still scores 7 to 5. So she needs the 5 in order to throw it back to John. This could prove difficult. Let's see if she gets the 5 in Jennifer Lawrence. If she does, once again we'll go to John. So Kayl, you have 2 repeats left, and here is your question for Jennifer Lawrence. In which movie did Jennifer Lawrence co-starred with Mel Gibson? Five.
Mother, I don't know.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, it is John the Parasite Petrovich. The answer that we were looking for was the beaver.
Oh, that's the one with that where he finds like the stuffed animal in the garbage dump, right?
Yep.
I forgot that.
Yeah, half the movies I got asked about, actually more than half of them that I got asked about tonight, I have not seen.
Oh no, same.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting. So yeah, let's put them backstage real quick, and we'll talk to them right away. But Matt, real quick, what do you think of that match? What do you think of the performance, and what do you think of the questions in the match overall?
Yeah, overall, I think the questions definitely, at least in round one, were a little harder than usual. I mean, it was really low scoring, it was like 4-1. Obviously, round two was very interesting. John got opponent's choice, which is always tricky for the other person to choose a category that they think they'll be bad at. But Kayl, I think, made a pretty good decision with Harry Potter. But it's all comes down to what the other person is bad at. But I think John was better than she might have expected.
Yeah, no, definitely. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Sometimes the questions are just difficult, but maybe it's because it is a tournament season, so you have to ramp up the difficulty. But yeah, I think round one, it wasn't the best of round one. Round three, there is really nothing you can do if you don't know the question. But I think round two, they actually played the best way possible in terms of strategizing. At least, John definitely did, because he knows he went multiple choice, even though like that Cedric Diggory question, it's a gamble. He knows there's only 4 choices in the multiple choice, but he went for it anyway, just to limit the steal in case he missed it, which is kind of smart. But yeah, with that, let's just talk to our competitors here, starting with the winner for today, John the Parasite Petrovich. John, all right, so you said earlier in your pre-interview, you said that you're gonna perform poorly. Did you think that was the case here today after this win with the technical knockout, or?
I mean, like, I can always do better. 7 points isn't a whole lot. Most of my games tend to average around like 7 or 8, I think. Sometimes less. So yeah, I'm happy that I won. TKOs are nice, but I can always do better. I always get hung up on like these franchise movies. I just haven't gotten around to them. It's just not really my thing. So I didn't really prepare at all for this at all. So I'm just glad that I got into the next round, and I'll be more prepared for next time. That's really all I can do.
Yeah, absolutely. And you did. The most interesting thing about you in this match was, I wouldn't say, well, you didn't get to round 3, but I wouldn't say the round 2, but that first round when you do the double repeat for the Rick Moranis answer, what was going through your head at that time?
Oh, well, I love Spaceballs. I think that movie is. I don't know if it's aged particularly well, but I'm pretty nostalgic for it. Really a whole bunch of Mel Brooks stuff. I just have good memories watching. I've seen most of them like at least 5 or 6 times. Watched them with my family back in the day, and so if I missed a question that really should just be second nature to me, that was gonna set kind of the mood for the whole game. I'm already kind of tired. My brain is basically rotten from doing nothing but watching movies all day this whole summer, pretty much. So
most of us are.
If I missed that, then that would have been over. I think the match would have been over. So really, it's just like a psychological thing. I think I'm also a vain person, not really, but yeah, no, I just really didn't want to miss that. So, and I didn't use the other repeat at any point, although I probably should have. I don't know.
Well, that hit that you got in that first round, as well as going multiple choice for the Cedric Diggory question, could prove the difference maker. Because if you didn't go multiple choice and missed that, and you missed the Rick Moranis one, the score would have been completely different at the end of this game. You could have gone to round 3, and we would have known what, who knows what could have happened. But yeah, there was some smart play strategically, and it paid off in the long run, definitely.
Yeah. When you know the meta, you don't actually have to know anything. You just
Yeah. Matt, do you have any
Right.
question for John?
Even though you had the lead going into round 3, were you worried after Kayl had outscored you in round 2?
Yeah. I mean, there are tons of points to be had in round 3, and usually, just to be frank, you guys and you said that like Kayl and I, we have pretty disparate taste in film. I think that's mostly true for us too as well, and usually that results in some pretty adversarial question writing on my part. So yeah, round 3 always worries me, especially since my conversion there hasn't been good historically. So yeah, I was worried, but I also had those extra points going in, and as long as I can kind of maintain that lead and she doesn't get over the 2-point hump, then I feel pretty okay. Or I felt pretty okay, but still worried. Yeah, I'm
Well,
always worried.
yeah. It's not my motto in life to be always worried, because it stress me out if I do that. But
Yeah.
yeah, with this, you moved on in the tournament, and you're gonna be facing either Sasha Nixon or Cameron Patterson. Does any of them scare you, or do you have one that you prefer to face over the other? If you want to say, if not, then you can keep it to yourself as well.
No. I mean, like, I'd like to play both of them.
At the same time,
I don't really know their taste in film that well, but they seem like whenever we play in just regular open trivia, they seem to know their stuff. So yeah, I'm just excited. Cameron Patterson's nickname is the Communist, right?
yeah,
Is that it? Well, okay. I'm looking forward to
favorite-
playing you, comrade. Let's do it.
that's my favorite nickname and favorite intro music for everyone against everyone else. No offense, to anyone else, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited just to play pretty much anybody. Sasha kind of scares me because she has pretty deep knowledge in a lot of places that I do not. So fingers crossed I don't land on any of that.
But yeah, the live chat is just commenting how you mentioned earlier on the whole summer when it's only been like 3 weeks. But has it been only 3 weeks? Holy shit! Anyway.
Oh, I've been averaging like 4 a day, which is insane for me usually. I usually don't get around to that much, so my brain is like mush right now. I've also maintained that pace, not like before the summer started, like also during this whole e-learning experience as well. Like I watch a movie or two every day after getting schoolwork done, so just kind of laying around the house. So my brain is like complete mush.
That's fair. But yeah, once again, thank you, John, thank you for your time. Thank you for competing, and we'll see you again soon in the next round of the tournament.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right. So yeah, let's move on and speak to Kayl Arthur. Hi, Kayl.
Hello. It was an interesting match. It was a hard match.
Yeah, apparently you haven't. Half of the films was not like it wasn't that you've seen before.
Yeah, a lot of those films I've either seen one time and never batted an eyelash at them again, or I haven't seen them at all or even heard of them. I think I performed really well though in round 2. I will say that. I think I performed for how hard my questions were. I did.
What were you thinking when you got A24?
I was like, I don't even know what that is. But when I got Lady Bird, I was like, oh, well, I've seen Lady Bird. I'm like, I actually saw that movie twice in theaters because I really liked it. So I'm like, I was trying to remember the name of it. And I knew that if I got multiple choice, once I heard the name, I'd know it. So at least I had that question I was confident in.
So what was your thought process giving Harry Potter to John?
Well,
compared to the other categories that you could have given him?
I was trying to remember if, from just general trivia, what categories John typically does well at. And looking at them, I was also trying to think of, well, what's something that I can steal from him too. That was kind of my same strategy last time when I chose rom-com for Trevor. Was I know that he's not good at rom-com, but neither was Steven, and that's something that I could do decent in. And I wanted to choose something I know that I would absolutely know answers in. So
yeah. It's always tough making that choice because that could make a huge difference going into round 3.
Yeah, he did a lot better at Harry Potter than I thought he would.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. If you had chosen like Star Wars or like musicals or something,
yeah,
it would have been completely different.
Yeah, I almost chose Star Wars, but I have a little bit more confidence in my Harry Potter knowledge than I do my Star Wars knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And Yeah, those round one and round three wasn't in your favor at all today.
Really, we're not. I was glad with the Swiss Army question though, because I was actually talking to my dad about that movie earlier when we were eating dinner, because we were talking
Uh-huh.
about Daniel Radcliffe and movies that he's in. He asked me, "Have you seen Swiss Army Man? He's in it." And so when I heard Daniel Radcliffe as a multiple choice, I'm like, "Oh, it's him! Cool." So
The coincidence is uncanny, as people behind me are celebrating for some reason that I do not know. But anyway, yeah. With that, unfortunately, you are out of the tournament.
I'm not
So-
surprised. That happened last time too.
Hey, man, but you did an amazing comeback during that three-way match against Trev and Steven.
Yeah,
So
that three-way match, I was in the bottom after round one, and I ended up coming back. So I think round two is where my strengths are.
yeah, it's because you can rack up a total possible of 8 points directly, excluding steals. So that's a possible turning point for the game.
Mhm.
But yeah, due to that, unfortunately, you are out of the tournament once again, and at least for this format, you won't be playing. Who knows if there's going to be exhibition matches that you might be able to participate in? But yeah, looking at this now as someone who is out of the running now, is there anyone in particular that you think have the best chance of going all the way? If you want to say,
I think these are pretty evenly matched. I would say, yeah, I think these are pretty evenly matched. I think so. I think it'll be anyone's game, really. I'll be interesting to watch the Owen and Trevor.
Owen and Trevor have happened, and
They rescheduled it. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
it's sort of a reschedule, but not really. Happened later in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, Owen did win that one, and
Owen did win that one,
now
yeah.
Owen's facing Matthew. So yeah,
I think Matthew will go pretty far.
yeah. A lot of people think so as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens then. That match is coming.
I know I'll be rooting for John from this point out though, because he beat me, so it's only fair that I root for the person that beat me.
All right, that's completely fair. Let's see if the person who's actually in the same room with you will be offended because you didn't vote for her. But oh, she actually look at that. She actually passed it in the live chat.
My head is because you said, "Oh my God, Owen and Trev already happened." I fucking co-hosted that match, bitch.
But yeah, so yeah, Kayl, is there anything else you would like to say to us or to the audience?
No, I mean, thanks for letting me play again. I'll promise that I'll get past the first round of a tournament eventually. My record is not in my favor, but that'll be the goal for the next tournament, is just to make it past the first round.
Well, that's a very good possibility because right now you're 1 and 2, so you just it's very easy to rack up wins at that point. But yeah, thank you, Kayl, for this, and we'll talk to you again eventually. So yeah, Matt, what did you think of that match? What you think of the post interview and whatnot?
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. It was about what I expected, just the competing interests and specialties that they have. So that's pretty much what you get. You get kind of interesting scores, throughout each round. So yeah, I thought it was very interesting, and I think both competitors are good. But it's sad to see Kayl go, but I think John will probably go pretty far.
Yeah, it's a very good possibility. Especially, we don't know yet what's going to happen in who's he's going to be facing. But yeah, so John right now is 4 and 3 with 2 technical knockouts, and Kayl is 1 and 2 right now. It's not the highest scoring match, but they kept it close throughout, especially after that round 2. So let's see if Matthew is excited for tomorrow's match. So yeah, tomorrow we're supposed to have an exhibition match. I don't know if you guys want. Well, Matt is here. He's one of the competitors, and some people is in the live chat, I guess. So I'll just ask this right now: do you guys want to air that publicly, or do you want to keep that private exhibition match? Is your call because you guys are competing.
I don't care. I mean, we can do it public, maybe.
Okay. So if that's the case, then yeah, tomorrow at 10 p.m. EST, there's going to be an all-scores exhibition match. The format will be kind of different than the usual match. I'm testing something new. But yeah, we'll see. That it will be Matt. It will be Matthew. It will be Sasha. It will be Steven, and it will be Sophie. There is multiple M's and multiple S. I'm definitely going to say the wrong name at one point in tomorrow's match.
I've already embarrassed myself this month, so making it public will be fine.
That will be tomorrow's match, the exhibition match, as well as the match on Wednesday will be Sophie versus Colin. So Sophie will be playing 2 times this week. That will be the other match in this tournament. But yeah, Matt, thank you for co-hosting with me here today.
Yeah, no problem. It's a
like to
lot
say?
of fun. No, I'm excited to see how the tournament plays out.
Hell yeah! All right, so people are down for airing it anyway. So yeah, we'll see the exhibition match tomorrow, 10 p.m. EST, if you want to see that with the new format as well. But yeah, thank you guys once again for watching. Thank you for competing, John and Kayl. Thank you, Matt, for the co-host. Thank you guys in the live chat. And this has been Real Trivia Face Off, the first match in round 1 of the tournament. As the tournament is just getting started, it's going to be an interesting one, folks. So thank you guys for watching. And once again, see you later and stay safe, everybody.